Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to make a basic goodie bag. This is a very basic one. I'm going to show more and more. This is a goodie bag number 1. I'm going to show more different ones. So for this I took a 9 by 16 fabric. This is just one layer fabric I need, 9 inches by 16 inches. So I just folded a little bit, a quarter inch on the top, and ironed it. So I lost some video here, so I didn't I was folding and ironing, didn't show. So then I folded on the sides about 1/8 inch for about a couple of inches, not long, couple of inches long, for 1/8 inch on the sides like that, and folded them, double folded them 1/8 inch, and then folded it again into that, and then this quarter inch fold on the top, I folded it down to 1 inch to the bottom, folded it over so that can make a room for a drawstring, and then we can put them together. After sewing those two, like we can sew that this part from top to bottom over there as I showed you, and I can back stitch both ends so it can be secure, and actually bottom end it's not needed, but I'm going to show anyway. This one, there are two varieties we can do it. One is the one I'm doing is like a cut a square there at the corners, both corners, this corner and the other corner on the bottom, cut it with like square and 1 inch squares. You can do it 1.5 to 2 also, depending on how wide you want, how puffy you want what you're putting in there. So this is a picture I'm showing you after I'm done. I lost some video here too. So what I was doing was, after I stitch it directly like that, first I stitched on the sides I showed you, and then I stitch on the top, folded like for the drawstring space. I folded it and stitched. First I stitched all around, all the 3 sides of the bottom, sides and the bottom straight, and also I zigzagged edges. Then I cut the corners 1 inch squares like that. I folded it that way, the opposite way, and put them together, and then I cut it like that. See, that's what it is. That's what the video part I lost it. So that's one way, and one way you just go ahead and cut it and do the sewing. That's another way. So this is the easiest way, so I figured that's how I did it. And then fold it this way that I'm showing you, and sew it that corner like that, opposite side, so that way you get more room on the bottom. So that way you sew it, and sew it on the top, to zigzag on the top to avoid any fray or not looking very professional and all that. So that way, see, that's finished product now. I sewed it, closed all both the bottom edges, and I took inside out and take out all the way out. The seams need to be out all the way. So the zigzagging all the raw ends inside give a good look, and it looks more professional. You can leave it too, but it frays off and over the period of time, and it doesn't look very professional too. So I'm doing the drawstring now. You can use anything you want. You can use laces or anything, whatever you like. I have this drawstrings, I bought it for something else. I put a safety pin to the one end and push the safety pin through the hole, through that area, then take the safety pin out, and pull those strings together. This is one way this is a basic way of doing. When I go to the layers, like 2-layer one, I show you different varieties, different ways to do it. So this is just a simple shoe knot. It's nothing fancy, just simple shoe knot. It all depends on how fancy. You can make this very simple one with a fancy fabric, but when you make it with fancy fabric, silks and all that, you better use a 2-layer one. This works for the cotton, but not for all the fabrics. So I'm trying to put something inside. This is a big soap case size. It's heavy, like with magnetic what do you call it, magnetic pin holder. I use all my pins on there, like, I'm just showing you to how big it is to put it. Like, you can put that, it's still there is a lot of space in there. You can put a lot of stuff in there. So it is what you're using it for based on their size. Is always, I use 9 by 16 here, is pretty big, nice size. But if you want a smaller ones for jewelry or something, you can make small. So if you're using very small ones for jewelry, like, organza fabric or something like it is not hard, or it is not undoable or something. It is doable, but you need to make sure the edges are like zigzagged, any even cotton, like, in the one layer. So, but if you are doing very fancy ones and all, something like that, I would recommend doing nice big fancy fabrics. I would recommend 2-layer ones. But you try this one. I definitely, I'm sure you're going to love it. It's very easy to start with. I would recommend you do this, and then if you get hold of it, like how we are doing, then you go ahead and do the harder ones. So I'll be posting more goodie bags. Keep watching. Thank you.